It's go time, kids. Yeah, so I had two AP tests today, and it fucked me up. I gave up halfway through the Chinese one and started speaking English. It was bad, guys. It was bad. Anyways, let's do something I actually want to do for once, and that is the MCU ranking series, part 2, bitch. Yeah, that's right. I'm back. In a day, right? It's crazy. We're gonna be able to get through this whole series, all right? Whole series by freaking Wednesday. It's gonna be great, guys. Anyways, let's get shit started. Number 14. Shit, which one are we on? Oh yeah, fucking Ant-Man. This movie's bland, but it's a decent origin story. Like, it's kind of boring, honestly. Like, I'm just kind of out of it the whole time. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I know it sounds like a really shitty description, but that's how bland the movie is. But I will admit, it's a pretty good origin story, so I like it. The ultra cliche villain is fucking hilarious. Not because he's intentionally funny, but because he's unintentionally funny. This motherfucker has a gun that turns people into boogers. Boogers! That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And he's just has the worst dialogue. It's awesome. He has a suit just like Ant-Man's, except this one's got lasers and he can fly. Like, whoa, fucking cool. Haven't seen that before, except in Iron Man and other fucking movies. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I still like him. He's hilarious to laugh at. The screen is shared by Scott and Hank, though. I don't like that. Like, you gotta have one focused lead. You can't have two. So the mentor figure has got to go out at some point, but Hank never does. He just hangs out, and him and Scott chum it up, and they save the world or whatever the fuck they're doing here. This heist shit. God. Let's talk about the performances, guys. Michael Douglas is doing okay. Evangeline's hot in Ant-Man and the Wasp, whereas this one she's got a bowl cut. I'm not saying she's not like hot all the time. I'm just saying the bowl cut doesn't really work for me. It just looks weird. It looks unnatural. Like, what the fuck? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like Michael Pena. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like his character. He's kind of funny. He's a good comic relief. His storytelling stuff is pretty funny. I like it. You know, it doesn't irritate me. Also, the Stan Lee cameo at the end's pretty good, so, that's great. God, I gotta talk about all these movies Stan Lee cameos. My God, we'll do that. We'll do that in the last part of the series, alright, guys? Also, T.I. really does nothing in this. Dude, just keep making music, okay? Make more music like the Paper Trail album. Album was great. Whatever you like, Dead and Gone, Live Your Life, man. Come on. Make more music, man. Come on. Shit. And the dude from The Dark Knight, who I don't even fucking remember half the time, doing a bad Russian accent. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Also, in this, I like Paul Rudd. Yeah, guys, I fucking love Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd's just a national treasure, guys. We gotta protect Paul Rudd at all costs. The man is ageist. He's like a vampire. Tom Cruise used to be like that, so he got the shit kicked out of him, and now he has to put on so much makeup for, the goddamn Mission Impossible movies. I made that joke in the last video. God damn it, now I'm being redundant. God damn it, Tyron. I don't hate myself. It's just sometimes I really piss me off, Yeah. Let's move on! Oh shit, I gotta flip the page. Damn it. Thought that was gonna be cool, but it just ended up looking dumb as fuck. Alright. Number 13. A personally very disappointing movie, Captain America, The First Avenger. What this movie is a great example of is wasted potential. This movie is wasted potential because there's a good movie hiding in it, but it's clouded with all this stupid shit in it. So let's talk about why it's a wasted potential. The first 50 minutes of this movie is a beautiful character study of Steve Rogers. We learn a lot about him. We see him commit acts of nobility, lay his life on the line for others before he becomes Captain America and establishes his code as a man. And that's what's so satisfying about him becoming a hero. You get that epic payoff. It's like, oh my god, he's Captain America now. You know what the problem is, though, kids? When he's Captain America, he gets real fucking boring. Now, the first part with him I like. When Cap is advertising for war bonds, that's great. I love that. But, you know, when Captain America saves Bucky, after that, the movie turns into this devoid montage of Captain America just punching people and throwing shit. And just fucking Hydra. I admittedly turned my brain off to like, but, you know, I still know it's bad. And, you know, I'm watching it, I'm just like, yes, yeah, I kind of like this. But then there's also intermittent exposition dumps from the Red Skull or other side characters. Captain America gets some good development, though. I love Chris Evans in this role. I love Chris Evans. You know, he's perfect. You know, kind of sad to know that I'm not going to see another movie with him. And also, if you haven't seen Endgame and you're watching this video, get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously, I said in the last video, I don't give a fuck if you don't like spoilers. Okay? Okay? God. It's been a week. It's been a week. Motherfucker. Yeah. But, yeah. After the Cap saves Buck, the movie goes insane. And it looks all fake and shit, whereas if they would have just done a character study the whole movie through and really given Steve a great arc, that would have been amazing, and I would have loved that film. But also, remember, I was 10 when this movie came out, and I thought it was awesome, because it was fucking Captain America, man. Captain America! Then again, I was fucking 10, alright? I'm 18 now. I've outgrown that dumb shit. But I still have a soft spot for it. That's why it's not so low on the list. But this movie is also playing it way too safe, guys. This movie doesn't take that many big risks, honestly, and I would have loved to have seen that. But remember, they were trying to set up a universe, and they didn't want to fuck it up along the way, so they're playing it really safe. Paramount was doing the right thing. I'm actually so glad that Paramount handled the first phase, because the payoff of the first phase was amazing. It was fucking amazing, honestly. But yes, these movies do play it safe. Quite a bit. Red Skull, such a waste of Hugo Weaving. I love him as Guy Fawkes in V for Vendetta. Honestly, I think he could have been used better in this role. Honestly. You know, I wish he was used better, because then he may actually be in the other movies, but it's whatever, you know. I'm not gonna bitch about it. You know, it's not my business. You know, Hugo Weaving's gonna do what he wants. He wants to go play Elrond and some other shit. I'm gonna go watch it. Let's get into number 12, Doctor Strange. Now, Doctor Strange is an incredibly average movie, but I like it, alright? I like it. Stephen Strange is kind of a boring character. Honestly, he's kind of a dick throughout the movie. And then, at the end, he becomes, like, kind of a good character. You know, I like him at the end of it. It's whatever, you know. I just don't have much to say. It's a good origin story. Hits the same beats as, like, Iron Man and Ant-Man. But honestly, I like it. You know, I can deal with it. You know, it's got some good shit in it, so that's why it's higher than Ant-Man. Benedict Cumberbatch is a plus. I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I love Sherlock. Come on. Show's amazing. Jesus. Also, this movie's got good VFX. Great VFX. I'm literally just downgrading. No, this movie has amazing VFX. All the spells and shit look like crazy good. Fucking magic karate is a little lame though, but like the cities folding in on themselves is just crazy as fuck. It's awesome. It's awesome. Like, literally, I love the VFX scenes in this movie. The action's great. It's visually engaging, and you're really just, like, experiencing it. I know this sounds really cheesy, but it's actually great action. So, if you watch it, pay close attention. It's crazy. Don't try to trip acid to this movie, though. It will scare the fuck out of you, probably. Also, a good thing this movie does is it introduces magic into the MCU. See, we've had, you know, realistic grounded movies, and, you know, we kind of had some cosmic movies, kind of, with Thor and Thor the Dark World. We didn't really lean into the cosmic element until Guardians of the Galaxy came out and got real weird with it and brought cosmic elements into the MCU, and that was awesome. And now Doctor Strange is here to ease us into the magical elements of the MCU, which I think are cool as hell too. So that's a plus about this movie. Now let's move on to the start of the really good movies. Yeah, here we go. 11, Black Panther. And I know a lot of you thinking, Tyron, this was higher, wasn't it? Tyron, why did your ranking drop? Tyron, you used to talk about this movie all the time. Tyron, you said it was better than Winter Soldier. Well, guess what, guys? I fucking rewatched it, and it's not that good. It's not that good. It doesn't hold up for me anymore. Honestly, I just rewatch it, and it just gets boring. More and more boring every time. It's not bad. It's not bad by any measure. I still really like it. It just gets boring sometimes rewatching it. And that is due to the pacing. It can get very boring very quickly. At points, they're just exposition dumping, and it feels like the Star Wars prequels. I know a lot of people made this comparison, but I just want to bring it up because it's actually very relevant, and it makes sense, and if you watch both side by side, you'll notice the similarities. I did that. It was jarring as hell. One thing I like is that this is the first really good movie, like the movie that I really like, and I can stomach a rewatch for. And I like the action in this movie. Everything up until the final fight is pretty great. I like it. I like the hand-to-hand scenes. The scene where it's dark, though, is weird. And then, I'm trying to think of her name. Nakia, she cocks the gun, but then she just hits somebody with it and then throws it at another guy. It's like, what the fuck? Why'd you cock if you're not going to shoot, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? You done fucked up, Lupita. You done fucked up. I like the narrative in this movie. I think it would have been better if they would have put the plot twist that they put in the middle at the beginning of the story, because then it sets the plot and the motion at the beginning, which is great, and then it's a logical, reasoning throughout the movie. And it's, I don't want to get into a tangent. The narrative's good in this movie. I like the writing. I like the script. There's some bad jokes in there. I get it. It's like, if you think about when this movie actually takes place, the memes are relevant, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to hear it now because I've heard it so many fucking times, and I watched those Vine compilations so many times, like these Vines that cured my depression. I love those Vines, but seriously, stop fucking throwing them in my face at the movies. I want to enjoy those in my fucking private time, alright? God damn it! Oh, anyways, Killmonger is great. I love Michael B. Jordan's performance. You can really empathize with his characters. You understand his ideology, but you also understand the radicalization of his methods, which makes him a perfect, opposite to T'Challa. And by the end of the movie, he ends up changing T'Challa's mindset, which makes him a great villain. And at no point does he think what he's doing is wrong, which is great. I love Killmonger in this movie. Michael B. Jordan does a great job. Also, this is the Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and Ludwig Göransson team up. Number motherfucking 3, baby. You got Fruitvale Station, amazing movie. Retelling of Oscar Grant's final days. Creed, a restart of the Rocky franchise that was a breakout hit. And it also had fucking amazing music. Ludwig Göransson. It was a technically great movie. Ryan Coogler. And guess who was the perfect role for Creed? Michael B. Jordan. Motherfuckers. And then Black Panther. Great movie. I like it. The music in this movie is fucking amazing. Ludwig Göransson outdoes himself. I love this score. Michael B. Jordan has a great performance, and Ryan Coogler, even though he struggles a little bit with the VFX, has this movie very... He handles this movie very well on a technical level. Anyways, let's get into number 10. Shit. That was weird, guys. I'm sorry. Civil War, guys. I know you're thinking, Tyron, how is this movie so low? This movie's actually good. I know. But there's like stuff I don't like. So just let me express my opinion, alright? Don't go calling me a fucking idiot before you don't hear what I have to say, alright? So, one, a bunch of shit is going on in this movie. A bunch of different plots. Keep shifting around. It's kind of jarring. It's like, can you just focus for a second? Like I said with Iron Man 2. Pick a lane, kid. Focus the narrative, alright? It's not that hard. If you just did that, I think this movie would be a lot better. The movie can be really boring at times. Sometimes there's exposition dumps or just useless dialogue. Honestly, it's just kind of like, I gotta sit through this. When's the airport scene coming? Oh, 15 minutes? Alright, I'll try to stay up for that long. Oh, look, it's Spider-Man, huh? When's the airport scene again? Oh, 14? Okay. Huh. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, that was exaggeration, but still, this movie's fucking boring, alright? Zemo isn't a great villain, but he isn't bad either. He's not cartoonish or just a replicant of the hero. He's trying to be a smart villain, but it just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. Nothing wrong with Daniel Brühl, though. He's a good actor. And I don't hate Zemo. He just doesn't quite do it for me, but I can still enjoy his performance. One thing this movie does great, the introduction of Spider-Man and Black Panther. Now, when I saw Spider-Man in Civil War, I was kind of hooked. Tom Holland was perfect casting. It made sense. You know, I was like, holy shit, Marvel did this well. Same with Black Panther. And Black Panther got his most compelling arc in this movie. Kind of dicked over Black Panther, but, you know, the Russos did it first, so I don't know what Coogler had to work with. But T'Challa does have a very compelling arc. He's just like, yo, Bucky killed my dad. I'm gonna fucking murder him. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Not like in a haha, it's so bad, but like in the way of which it makes you kind of nervously laugh, like holy shit, he may just do it. It's cool, and then by the end he gives an impressive monologue. It's great. It's great. It's great. Tony dealing with his guilt is also a high point of this movie. The characterization for Tony Stark in this movie is great. It's following in the continuity. And honestly, I love it in this movie. I love the emotion in this movie too. And especially how that's in the action. I know a lot of people say the airport scene doesn't have any stakes. It doesn't really until Rhodes falls out of the sky. That's about it. And then, but the end fight does have a lot of emotion behind it. It's just, you know, just so much anger, you know, sadness poured into one scene. It's crazy. I know a lot of people say I'm being like cheesy and shit, but I still think that scene is a masterclass action scene. The Russos, at this point, were 2 for 2 for great MCU movies. And they had a great final fight, like I just talked about. Now, the Russos, as you will see, keep up, and they're batting 1,000, so let's keep it going, guys. Alright. 9. Spider-Man Homecoming. I really like this movie, guys. I adore it. First off, like I said with Civil War, Tom Holland is perfectly cast as Spider-Man. He's the quintessential Spider-Man, for me at least. I like Tobey Maguire. I always have a sweet spot for Maguire. I even kind of like Andrew Garfield at times. At times. At other times, I want to throw up. But at times, I like him, alright? But I think Tom Holland is just the guy who I like for a long time because I love the MCU and his introduction was great. He just looks the role, he plays it well, and, you know, I really buy him as Spider-Man. You know, I believe he's Spider-Man. Kinda. I don't know. Maybe I'm being cheesy. Anyways, Michael Keaton is also great as the Vulture. He is incredibly intimidating and terrifying. I love Michael Keaton. He's such a great actor. Plus, he's been in superhero movies before. And he's also been in a movie where he played a winged hero. I think it's kind of funny. I love the tone of this movie. It doesn't feel like the serious Marvel movie where it's like, oh, world-ending stakes. It's a very self-contained superhero movie that can just be enjoyed by a lot of people, in my opinion, honestly. It's got great humor. I love it. This movie's actually written well, and the jokes land well. And there's, like, the High School News show with the glitchy green screen is hilarious. I love that shit. They actually, like, paint a realistic picture. And instead of Flash Thompson being, like, some, like, muscled-out jock, he's just a fucking nerdy Indian kid who's just a dick to Peter. Like, I like that. Because it makes more sense nowadays than just some big douche bro just being like, hey, you bitch. Like, no. Just make him a fucking dick. Just make him a dick. That still works. I'm glad these writers were smart. Honestly, I'm glad. Also, the action is really only there to service the plot. I don't feel like any of the action in here is useless. I actually like it in this movie. I know a lot of people say, oh, the action is the low point, but the monument scene is a great scene. I love that scene. When Peter gets nervous, when he has to climb up the Washington Monument, it's a great character building scene. It shows us that, while Peter is Spider-Man, Peter-Man still has kind of some apprehensions about the job, and I think that's wonderful to see in a character, to see them nervous and have to overcome that fear. I mean, I think it's a great scene. Also, there's a good supporting cast, with good cameos. I like Stan Lee's cameo, I'm gonna be honest. I do like Tony Stark in this movie. I like Happy. He's funny. I like Ned Leeds. He's a good character for Pete to play off of. It's great. I love it. I don't know what his actor's name is, but Tom Holland and him play off each other really well. Zendaya, I like her in this movie, even though she doesn't have much to say, but she's nice in the movie. Kid who plays Flash is pretty funny. I like him. Penis Parker. Honestly, I just like this movie. I don't care if you disagree. And guys, that's going to have to wrap it up today. Now listen, this was amazing. I love doing these things, guys. And we're going to come out tomorrow with another one. It's going to be great, alright? Right now, I'm going to go watch Hot Fuzz, because that movie's hilarious. And I'm going to have a fun time laughing my ass off. So, peace.